Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Brin. Today we are doing a standing practice. So we are going to start in a mountain pose. Move yourself into your mountain pose. So whether you bring the feet close together or fist distance apart, whatever works best for you, or hips distance apart, thinking of stacking the hips over the knees over the ankles, and then shoulders over the hips. It's like head and shoulders, knees and toes. Okay. Anyways, from here, we're going to inhale, lift through the chest, open through the chest. Exhale, draw the shoulders down the back body, letting them relax. Finding our breath. So we're just going to start by simply finding our breath. While we're observing our breath, our eyes can be open or closed if we want to, thinking of maybe gently engaging the core, so thinking of drawing the belly button to the spine. Maybe engaging the quads a little. Maybe as we engage the quads, we lengthen through the spine. Might just happen. A little bit of a bend in the knees. Lifting the toes, spreading, trying to find the 4 points of contact. So underneath the ball of the big toe, the ball of the pinky toe, and then the back 2 corners of the heel. Good. So just flow with your breath through this practice. As always, find what serves you, find what feels good, find what you need. Good. Just connecting with our breath. We'll go through 2 more breaths here. Using your next inhale, we're going to inhale both hands up nice and tall. Exhale to your forward fold. Bend the knees, hinge at the hips here. Inhaling half lift, we're going to draw the hands up to the upper thighs here. Keeping the gaze down. Exhale to forward fold, bend the knees, hinge at the hips. Inhaling, circle sweep it up, root to rise, ground down through the feet. Exhaling to a chair pose, yeah. Drawing the belly button to the spine, opening up through the chest. Inhaling it up. Exhaling, simple mountain pose. 1 cycle of breath. We're going to go through that 2 more times. Follow your own inhale up. Inhale, reach it up. Exhaling to your forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Good. Exhaling, finding forward fold. Inhaling, circle sweep it up nice and tall. Exhaling, chair pose, opening up through the chest. Inhaling, reaching it up. Exhaling, mountain pose. 1 nice long breath. Find your breath. Maybe feeling the blood moving a bit. Inhaling it up. Exhaling, forward fold. Finding the length in the backs of the legs. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, root to rise. Draw the belly button to the spine. Reaching it up. Tall mountain. Exhaling, chair pose. Inhaling it up. Exhaling, mountain pose. 1 nice long breath here. When we come to mountain pose, try and make it active. Try and find your active mountain pose. Each serving ourselves, each finding our own. From here, we're going to bring the hands to the hips. We're going to step the feet a little bit wider, and we're going to find our squat. Everyone's squat looks really different. So wherever you are, whatever space you are, honor your own squat. From here, knees over ankles. We want to make sure we're not leaning too far forward or too far back. And making sure, checking in. Sometimes the knees just want to sway in a little bit. Maybe gently, not pushing, but gently guiding with the breath maybe. The knees over the ankles. Thinking of the heart over the pelvis or shoulders over the hips here. So find your squat. Move around a little bit if you need to. Find what feels comfortable. And on our inhale, we're going to reach the legs and the arms up. Inhale it all up. Lengthening it up. As we exhale, bending through the knees, hinging through the hips, letting everything come down. We can keep the head above the heart here, or we can let the head drop. Inhaling up on our own breath. Reaching everything up. We're going through sunflowers. Exhale, head below heart or above. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale down. Good. Toes in the same direction as the knees in this pose. Going through our sunflower. So we'll 3 more times. Inhale up to reach. Thinking of maybe like pulling through goo or cement or something, just to activate every muscle in the body. Good. 2 more times. Good. From here, I'm going to bring the hands together. Exhale, sink it nice and gentle into a prayer squat, or just into a squat. Once again, knees are the ankles, so toes in the same direction as the knees. Opening up through the chest, finding a little bit of strength and integrity in the core. Observing the strong breath. We're just going to sway a little. Just a little bit. If you want to just stay still, you can also stay still. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We can sway, or we can stay still. One last breath here. Use our inhale to reach it up. Lengthening through the legs, through the arms. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. We're just going to heel toe it in and making everyone dance. Okay, stepping it up to the top of the mat, wherever the top of the mat is for you. Or if you're just on like a rug, you can just like pick a spot and be like, I'm going to step it up here. So find your mountain pose. You've been there. You know where it is. Center. Open up through the chest. Good. Using our own inhale, we'll inhale, reach it up. Exhale to our forward fold. Bending the knees still here if we want. Inhaling, half lift, lengthening through the spine. Belly button to spine. Exhaling, softening it down. Inhaling, reaching it all the way up. Exhale, sink to a chair pose. This time, drawing the belly button to spine, thinking of tucking the tail if we have an accentuated lordosis, or does it just mean like more of a curve in the low back. Bending the knees, hands in prayer, or if we want, we can inhale, reach the arms in line with the shoulders here. Taking 1 more deep breath here. Use our next inhale, reach it up. Good. Exhale, hands beside the sides. We're going to find a very gentle chest opener. Bring the hands to the low back, or the hips maybe even. And all we're going to think of doing is opening up to the chest and drawing the shoulders away from the ears and down. Good. Taking 2 more deep breaths. If you have a year-old daughter, as I do, and you're carrying her a lot, this feels really good. Good. We're slowly going to let it go. We're going to roll it forward. We're going to roll it back. We're going to inhale it out. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Exhaling to your chair pose. Arms in line with the neck or the shoulders here if you want. Inhaling up, exhaling, mountain pose. Okay, so if we're not already stepping at the top of the mat, step there. Inhale, reach it up. Tall mountain, maybe finding a little bit of length, reaching it up a little bit taller. Exhaling to our forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Awesome. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, chair pose, sinking a little bit deeper if we like to. Inhaling, reaching it up, bottom breath. And exhaling, mountain pose. From here, we're going to place the hands on the hips. We're just going to step the right foot back to begin. So we're moving ourselves into a warrior 1. So with warrior 1, we can find the feet hips distance apart, gently guiding the hips even. So we can guide them towards the front edge of the mat, or just even for you. If we feel like that back knee starts to buckle, for whatever reason, make the step shorter, make it more comfortable. So move around, find what feels good. Thinking of grounding down through the pinky edge of that right foot, opening up through the chest, front knee stacked over front ankle. Good, find that stable base, hands on the front leg in prayer, or we can inhale it up. Opening up through the chest here. We're going to take 2 more deep breaths. Good, nice and strong on our exhale. If we want to, we can sink a little bit or not. Use our inhale to reach up. We're going to warrior 2. Exhale, keeping that front knee bent. We can walk that back leg back a little bit, still grounding down to the pinky edge of that back foot. Opening up to the hips, engaging the core, and then open up to the chest, trying to bring the shoulders over the hips, and then just feel the pose. Observe where you're maybe tight, where you need to breathe a bit. If it's painful, or any pose is painful, yoga is not supposed to be painful, so come out, adjust, find what you need. If it's just a nice deep stretch, find what feels good. Okay, on our inhale, lengthen. On our exhale, maybe sink. One more deep breath. Placing the back hand on the back leg, flipping that front palm to reach it up to the sky. Finding a nice, sweet reverse warrior. One more deep breath, making sure still bending through that front knee. Finding a little bit of elongation in the waist maybe. And then using our inhale, come up. Good. From here, we're going back to warrior one. So adjusting, hands can come to the front leg to maybe slowly adjust through that back leg. Engaging the core, inhaling, opening it up. Good. From here, we'll bring the hands to prayer. We're going to slowly step it up, maybe into a chair pose, or maybe not. So bending through the front knee, stepping it up, maybe sinking, 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 finding chair. How's that front leg? Okay, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands beside the sides. Nice and strong. Find your mountain pose. We're going to go through one half sun salutation. You know where we're going. Following our inhale up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Follow that length through the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, let's ground down. Reach it up. Exhale to your chair pose. If one leg feels very different than the other, we're evening it out. Don't worry. Inhaling, reaching it up. Exhaling, hands beside the sides, finding our mountain pose, drawing the shoulders, blades back and down, checking in with the core. Good. We'll place the hands on the hips here, and this time we're going to step that left foot back. So stepping the left foot back. Good. From here, we're going to warrior one. So observing, trying to even the hips out with what is even to you. Maybe even hips out to center. Front knee over front ankle, grounded down through the pinky edge of that back foot. Opening through the chest. Hands can be on the front leg, prayer, or we can inhale up. I'm going to be in prayer for this one. Okay, 2 more breaths. Good, one last one. I'm going to inhale it up. Exhale, warrior two. Walk that back foot back a little bit, keeping that front knee bent. Opening up to the side. Engaging nice and strong. Checking in shoulders over hips here. Sometimes our backhand, because we don't watch it, chills down here. So maybe just like say hi to your backhand and be like, hello buddy, come up here, you can do it. From here, placing the backhand on the back leg, inhaling that front hand up to the sky, finding a little bit of elongation through the side body, through the waist. Good. Using your next inhale, come right back up to warrior two. From here, going to warrior one. Hands on the front leg if we want to, just to adjust through that back leg. Good. And we're going to a chair pose. Bring the hands into prayer, letting the chest come forward first, just so we have a little bit of seesaw, teeter-totter. Bring the feet here. Good. Taking one nice long breath here. I know we're staying a bit longer. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands beside the sides. Good. Okay. From here, we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to inhale everything out. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, reaching it all up. Exhale to your chair pose, sinking down maybe a little bit more. Inhaling, reaching it up. Exhaling, mountain pose. Good. Taking the hands to the hips, we're going to step the right foot back again. Warrior one. So go to your strong warrior. Take our time. Guiding the hips to the front edge of the mat, or even to yourself when you inhale the arms up. 2 deep breaths. One last breath here. Good. Maybe feeling the body become a little bit more supple. Inhale again. Exhaling, warrior two, walking that back foot back, still engaging the toes to the front of the mat a little bit, or that front corner. Front toes in the same direction as the knee, taking one more breath here. Good, placing the back hand on the back leg, flipping that front palm, we'll reach it up. Bending through that front knee still. One more deep breath. Taking your time, slowly coming to warrior two. One breath here. And then we'll move it to warrior one. Hands on the front leg maybe, adjusting through the back leg. Inhale it up. One breath. Use our next inhale, bring the hands into prayer, letting the torso come forward, engaging the core. Step it up, sinking down. Good, hands can stay in prayer here, or if we want to, we can reach it up, taking 2 more breaths. Beautiful, nice and strong through the legs. Use our inhale, we'll reach it up. Exhale to your forward fold, legs can lengthen or knees can still bend. Inhaling, half lift, finding the length through the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, reach it up. Exhaling, mountain pose. Awesome. Hands at the hips this time, stepping the left foot back, nice and long. Good. You don't have to run back and forth on the mat like I am. I'm only doing so to demonstrate, so you're not just checking out my back, like back of my body. Okay, from here. We're going to bend to that front knee, open up through the hips, lengthening through the arms. In warrior one. So from here, guiding the hips towards the front edge of the mat, bending through that front knee, opening up through the chest. Slowly finding the gaze. Maybe it can go up this time or just in between the hands, hands in prayer on that front knee, taking 2 breaths. Inhaling up. Exhaling, warrior two, guiding that back foot back. Toes can come to the front here. Bending through the front knee, engaging the core. Finding length. Checking with the back hand. One more deep breath. If you ever feel like you're naturally allowed to sink, your body just lets you, go right ahead. Placing the back hand on the front back leg, inhaling that front head up to the sky. Still bending through the front knee. One more breath. Good. Slowly coming back. One breath, warrior two. Bring both hands on the front leg. Adjusting that back leg, inhaling it up. One breath in warrior one. Then bring the hands to prayer. Slowly letting the chest come forward, bending through that front leg, and then exhale, we'll sink. 2 breaths here. Arms can reach out and line with the spine. If we feel ourselves sagging, just slowly find the length. One more breath here. Use your own inhale to reach up. Exhale. Hands to prayer. Good. Hands right into the chest. Nice. From here, we're going to inhale everything up. And we're just going to exhale the hands behind the back. So check in. Notice if this is okay for you. We can interlace the fingers, send the knuckles down and open up through the chest here. If this is not a pose that feels good, bring the hands to low back and just slowly opening up through the chest in this pose. So either way, it's a nice gentle chest opener. Gently, maybe bend the knees. Align the abdomen to come to the tops of the thighs, maybe letting the head gently hang. We can let the hands reach up to the sky. Notice if this is okay. If for whatever reason the head is not okay below the heart, slowly coming back up. So find what you need. We're going to take a couple breaths there. And then on our own time, if we're in the forward fold position, we're going to let the hands come to the low back and then slowly move ourselves into a further forward fold, so letting the hands come down to the ground. If we're standing, we can just slowly ragdoll everything down, bring the fingertips to the ground. Taking a breath. From here, we're moving onto the ground. So gently bring ourselves down into a seat, however we need to. We're going to bring the legs out in front. We're going to bring the hands just to the tops of those shins, and exhaling, bring the chin to the chest. On our inhale, we'll open up to the chest, turning the gaze upwards if that's okay with the neck. Going 2 more times, exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling, opening it up. Good, exhale, soften. Inhale, open up. Okay, I could go through that all day. Okay, so slowly gonna work ourselves onto our back. So moving the hips forward a little bit, walking one elbow down at a time. Good. We're gonna hug the knees into the chest. You can rock those hips back and forth, or just rock through the shoulders here even. We're slowly gonna let the knees go over to the right side. Observing, we want to try and keep the shoulder blades grounded. We can always move the hips to the left a little bit here. We're going to find a spinal twist, just taking 2 very soft breaths here. If the knees are over to the right, the gaze can maybe slowly turn to the left. Reaching the arms out long, or cactus arms, so bending at the elbows. 2 breaths from here. With your inhale, slowly bring the knees back through center. Gently over to that left side. Gaze can come to the right, reaching the arms out long. Hips maybe need to move a little bit to the right as well. Find what you need. 2 nice long breaths here. Slowly bring those feet back to the ground, knees up to the sky. If we'd like to, we can stay here for Shavasana. If we just want to release any tension in the low back, this sometimes helps. If we want, we can walk the legs long. I'm always kicking something. Hello, plant, it's okay. Sorry. Hands can rest on the abdomen or up beside the sides. Feet on the ground or lengthened. And just as we've done all throughout class, following that breath, allowing our exhale to maybe let us sink into the mat a little bit more. Relaxing any tension we're holding, just in different places. Maybe in the forehead, in the eyebrows. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. You can stay here as long as you want. Till we meet again. Namaste.